Peace, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to the Parkin Defender. Uh, um, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter outlet that I made to deal with defending the citizens of Parkin. It's been a while since I created it. I started talking about politics on it a little bit, and it created a little havoc. So I stopped posting about politics and anything, and I didn't use the Parkin Defender for a minute, right? But now I'm back in the political spotlight. I'm running for mayor, and I'm using the Parkin Defender to put out information and stuff dealing with, my mayor candidacy. So the title of this one, as you can see, is Candidacy for Mayor of Parkin Update. I just want to update people on what's been going on. Saturday, the 11th, we had a meet and greet. A lot of people didn't know about the meet and greet, they say. A lot of people didn't get an opportunity to make it to the meet and greet because it was cold out. And there was a funeral or two that people went to and attended, and they didn't have the opportunity to come out to the meet and greet. But the meet and greet did take place. And as stated, all the candidates was there. No one got in touch with Panita and told her we couldn't make it. So all the candidates was there. If you don't know all the candidates, give me the opportunity, please, to inform you about all those that are running for the mayor of Parkin right now. That's Brian Hopkins, Mike Watson, Carolyn Slaughter, Nathaniel Jack McCraw Jr., Diane Patterson, and Prone Shin Griffin. So Diane Patterson, okay, let me do the count. It's 7 of us. So I myself is 1, Brian Hopkins, Mike Watson, Carolyn Slaughter, Nathaniel Jack McCraw Jr., Diane Patterson, and Prone Shin Griffin. So that's it, people. All of us showed up. We picked numbers and stuff to go on Orland. Carolyn Slaughter, she was there. But she was number 1. She was there, but she wasn't there. When we picked the number, she ended up being number 1. So therefore, it made her the last one to speak. It should have been that way, but Mike Watson ended up being the last one to speak. And so Brian Hopkins was number 2. He got up and spoke. And so on and so forth. I was number 5. So you could deal with the order of it as you have it, right? So people, it's simple as this. Miss McCraw asked us 2 questions. I can't remember them precisely. I'm going to do my best to interpret them for you. She asked us, what's the most prevalent issues concerning parking? I might got that one right by verbatim. And the other one was kind of 2-partish, where it was like, what unique skills do you have as a person that can help in dealing with that issue and dealing with the current governing body of parking? The city council, the city city council, that's the best way to say it. So Brian, like I said, he went first, so on and so forth. Everybody had something to say. So we're going to address everything that people said and my perspective of what they said, because people like perspective. They don't understand perspective, meaning your viewpoint of things, your opinion, and some people might look at it opinion or I'm getting tongue-tied. Opinion or perspective is equivalent to each other, the same, right? So I'm gonna give you my opinion or perspective of things. So when Brian got up, he read. Everybody pretty much read from some besides Mike Watson and me. From what I could see, I was the one sitting next to the podium, so I could see. And everybody pulled out something and read from it to a degree. I think Shin, he didn't read from. He could correct you. Talk to these people that's running for mayor so you can get more informed of who they are and stuff, people. So everybody said they things. I'm gonna just give my opinion on it. Brian did good. He just stayed simple with his message that he'll make a good candidate, that he'll talk with the people he's available, and how, you know, Parkin need business and things to come through and stuff for the youth. Everybody pretty much echoed that. So we go to the next one. Sheen got up. He said pretty much the same thing. He spoke how he a business owner. He got 3 businesses in town right now, running business, doing. And so that was his add-on to it, that he's running business and stuff. So I guess that was his way of saying he's a businessman and he'll be good for the business of parking. So he said that. What else did he say? You know, that was it. Then Jack McCraw got up. Nathaniel, he got up and he talked about how he done ran stuff before in the past and how, you know, most people turn to him when dealing with projects and stuff, and how, you know, that's his uniqueness and things of that nature. So, you know, City of Parking, please turn towards me right now in our situation and everything. Cool. And then Diane Patterson got up and she spoke on with her husband, the former mayor, rest in peace once again, Willie Patterson, what he did for the city and how she would continue some of the same things and how she looked forward to working with city council, and she's not really holding a grudge. At one point in time she did and everything. And just one morning she woke up, she didn't hold a grudge no more. Then Carolyn Slaughter got up, and as I say, it's my opinion. For those that was there, they know it's the truth. It's like her conversation was tailor-made for the questions. Now, I'm not saying, because I'd be a false witness if I said that Miss McCraw gave Miss Slaughter the questions before and she went home and tailor-made her speech for it or whatever. I'm not saying that. That's the way it seemed to me, right? It may seem that way to you all, but I can't confirm that that's what happened. It just seemed that way, and if that's my opinion of it. So after that, and she was should have been last. Me and Brian, most definitely, others may have informed Miss McCraw too, said that you missing out Mike Watson. So he got up and he spoke and he talked about how he went to business school and everything, and how you gotta take everything and put it in the proper perspective. What need to be did first, prioritize and go through the different steps of taking care of certain things and stuff. I forgot myself. When I spoke on how my father cleaned up the town, you know, literally, and how we need to clean up parking and the image on social media. I invited News Channel 3 and Region 8 out. They didn't make it, but I wanted them to hear and see what went on. Good thing they didn't come and see, to a degree, if we're dealing with propaganda and how Parkin look and trying to sell us to the rest of the world, of the nation, city, county, state, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, it got a little bad. That's all I'm saying. So all that went down, Q&A came up, and the interim mayor, Edna Faye Futz, got up and she asked me somewhat out of bounds questions, but I would say it's not out of bounds. I don't take it personal, right? People, I'm hearing people act like we got personal issues with each other. We don't. We got business issues with each other. She's the mayor of the town. I'm a citizen of the town. That's it. That's all. Outside of that, I have nothing personal against the woman, right? Miss Futch, the interim mayor, right? I have nothing against her, but she got up and she asked me, you know, I spoke about my father cleaning up the town and everything, which I did. She was correct. And so she said, pretty much, when am I going to do as he did and just clean up my own yard because it's filthy? And I agree. The yard is pretty filthy. The truth is the truth, no matter who said when they said it might not be the proper time to do this, but it is what it is. So she said that. I laughed. I got up. I gave my story on how I came to take care of my mother. Didn't really have no money. Family was trying to help out. But for the most part, we was living off of her Social Security, whatever. Two people off of what, $1,000 some dollars a month or whatever, and whatever help we was getting from the family. So even then, we was paying Willie Whoop or whatever to clean up the yard and everything. After him, after my mother passed, I tried to get Swamp to do it. Eventually he stopped due to money or whatever. I can't remember the circumstances, but then he stopped. So the yard was going bad. So last year I got spooked. Now I'm paying these people and taking care of people to deal with yard and these little private small owned businesses that they got. So Spook came through and he sprayed some stuff on the yard and killed the grass and stuff. So I done tried to do that, and if my mother seen the yard the way it is today, she would be hurt because she kept her yard clean. So she was somewhat out of bounds, but not with that. I didn't take it personal. This is politics. Nothing personal with me. Once again, I never asked her about her city business. I done made a statement about it, and we're going to deal with that in a little bit. But I never asked her nothing about her city business, what she doing for us running the city of Parkin, and then none of that. At this point, I don't even think I done criticized her in any shape, form, or fashion. We're going to deal with the facts here today, though, because people talking on the street, because I'm talking on this Facebook, I'm talking on YouTube. So we're going to deal with some of this to get this hearsay, she say stuff out of the air. I'm being transparent, meaning I'm showing myself openly to y'all so y'all will know who I am and what I'm doing. I'm not hiding behind no office doors. I'm not going to work and doing this. I'm getting on social media talking about the social ills of Parkin. So her next question was, am I keeping up mess or perpetuating the drama by posting? And I'm gonna show you what I post. See, that's the good thing about being able to go live here on YouTube and share your screen and everything. So I'm gonna show you what I post in the fender. And I'm gonna show you what I post. Give you access to my Facebook. And I'm gonna be on here talking more and doing stuff, people. I just made it available to have more than 5 minutes worth of video and audio. So here we go, people. Let's share the screen. So as you can see, this is my Facebook page. Oh man. This is my Facebook page. This is the Parkin Defender on Facebook, right? This the activities on it, right? Now this is a picture of Mrs. Faye Futch and Dolores Atkins, right? This will be the first post on the Parkin Defender, pretty much. Let's go down and look. So this is the very first post, right? I used the water towel. So there go the second one. The population. It's a news story from News Channel 3, right? Look how many people reacted to it. So what I did is I just shared this. You don't see no comments on it from me, right? I didn't say nothing about it. I just put it up there. I put the municipal league up there, right? The show, we'll see. I'll put it up there and show you. To show you who the mayor and the city council and stuff is so people can deal with the municipality of Parkin, right? So you see, some people say I'm doing research, right? So you can see the mayor, clerk, and attorney, and all of that. You got the post office box, all that information, right? I put that up there. Let's go on. Just said they can't seem to get along. Let's make this a little bigger, right? Have I said anything about anybody? The mayor and the city council, right? This April the 12th, 2016. I still haven't said anything. Here go the picture that I'm getting flack about, right? And people speaking about. Now, I didn't put this picture on the internet. I shared it. See this button right here? It allows you to hit it and share it to a page or friend page or whatever. It's news, right? This is Region 8 news. You share it. So I shared this. 13 people reacted to it. Where's any comments from me about this situation? None, right? I shared this information. Now, this is me calling myself defending Parkin, as you have the name, the Parkin Defender, right? So somebody got to defend the people of Parkin, and somebody got to defend the reputation of Parkin, and somebody got to do this. This was the mindset of creating this page. Let's go on. Right? Now I just put some more information. Right? Contact. At the time, Mayor Willie Patterson. Right? Now I'm just putting information about Parkin, showing where it's at, the Parkin Defender. I did the Twitter. I lost the email, so I had to start another YouTube account and everything with another email, right? The Parkin Defender. Now, some people was commenting on this. What is this? It's just a sensor, right? Let's keep going. Telling the location, right? Historical picture. This is what I'm sharing. People mad. Mrs. Futch, Mayor Futch, interim mayor, is asking me about me keeping up mess on my Facebook. Where's the mess, people? Where's the mess? I would compel her to have an open dialogue with me somewhere at some time, and I will address anything she want to address about this Parkin Defender page. I put up the Parkin yearbook, what I can find on there. People say I don't do research though. Where's anyone else sharing this information about Parkin, right? 1996. You can go there. Jesse Bradford, right? We know all these people. Look at there. Faye Futch, right? You remember all this? Look at your yearbook. I put that there for the people Parking, right? So they can go back and look at that. You might be able to even find a way to order it, right? It show you the seniors that year, right? You can see other pages. Just blow them up. You can download the page. You can get you. So I don't see the controversy yet, people. We're going to go back. Where is it at? I put another 1994 yearbook, 1999 yearbook, 1960. I don't see the controversy yet. B.B. King. Talk about him, right? Bay Bottoms and stuff, right? Where's the controversy? Okay, now let's look at the pictures, right? These are pictures that I put up. So because I didn't get Mayor Willie Patterson picture in there, people want to say, oh, I hate interim Mayor Faye Futch. That's a lie. I don't have no reason to hate. The Bible tells me I have to love my enemy. Pray for those that despitefully use me and this and that. Y'all know I'm a Bible believer. Y'all know that I do my best to live by that text represented, right? So I put that picture up. I did. Now that's me putting it up. It comes from the internet, Region 8 News. I put it up, right? I did that. I put that one up. I put all these pictures up showing parking. I could take some physical pictures of myself, you know, go around and take pictures of buildings and stuff and put it up. But the thing is, as I say and have said, we have to change the image of parking on social media and out there. Look, for nothing is impossible with God. We can do better, and nothing is impossible without God, right? So at this point, I don't understand. Now, let's get up to date. This city council meeting happened first of the year. Let's go there. This Region 8. I was there when let me stop this because I want y'all to see my face some too. It get boring when you just sitting up there looking at a slideshow reel or whatever. So let me show my face. So now all this stuff go on, and the reason we having a problem is, once again, people saying you hate the interim mayor. The people in Parkin hate the interim mayor. I wouldn't give a flying you know what about the interim mayor or anybody else in this town. As everybody in this town know, my mother mind her business and taught me and the rest of my siblings to mind your business, right? And all of y'all know I walk around this town and I don't dress none of the politics in this town or none of that. And to the day I entered into the political scene, I never spoke on it, never mumbled the word or got in anybody's business, like I said. So I wouldn't care, right? And as I just told some people, business is not personal with me, and politics is not personal with me. When you do something personally to me, then that's when it will become personal to me. And I come in the house, mind my own business, go to work, come home, mind my own business. I go to the Atkins Cafe, Friendly Market, and the Hopkins house. Miss Lou, I ain't gonna Miss Lou, that's all I'm gonna say, right? I don't really go elsewhere, right? So I don't have time to get in people mess, and I don't stay out in the streets. I'm not in the lounge. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So miss me with that, right? But the city council meeting came about, right? Now, people say I don't research and I'm just on some hearsay. No, 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 no. I took off that Monday. I ain't get no work that Monday, so I didn't get paid for that city council meeting the day I took off. I didn't go to work. I didn't get paid, right? And every city council meeting they had since that day, I'm off work. I'm at the city council meeting. I don't get paid for them days. Just to make sure I don't have to deal with hearsay. I was sitting there and I heard what happened. I was spectator to what happened, right? So, same time, this same city council meeting that I just showed, they had the doors closed when I came in. City council meeting supposed to be at 5. So me walking, I'm a little late. It's like 5, in between 5:10, the doors open. I come in, I'm getting worn down by the police officer, parking police officer, and none of them's white, right? They wanted me down like I'm bringing a weapon in or something. Or they afraid somebody might bring a weapon in and do some physical harm or something. I don't know how they was ran before then. I rarely went up there, if went up there at all. I would say I didn't go up there at all. I peeked my nose in around and looked around a couple times, even like I done did when they hold court. But I ain't got no fines where I go to court. And I went into the city politics, so I go to the city hall, right? So my perception of that day, my opinion of what was going on is the mayor didn't want people in there. And the police officer said, the mayor said, close the doors. Now, it's true that when I came in, It was about 3 to 4 people in the hallway. It was a Selby. Let me see who all was there. Mr. Dickey was there. He was sitting in the hallway. And he could tell you who all was there too. He was sitting in the hallway and somebody else, right? Nobody out there making noise, and the doors was already shut. So the excuse that people was making noise in the hallway, and that's the reason the interim mayor closed the door, it's a lie. That's just it. I have no reason to lie. That's just it. The doors were shut when I came in there, and people was being worn down. That was it. And it was stated that Mrs. Futch, the interim mayor, said do so. There's no hearsay. That's what the police officer told me. Now, if it's a lie, he lied on the mayor. Right? So, let's keep going. I done took off work to hear what's going on so I won't have to deal with this Parkin hearsay, she say stuff. I don't like hearsay, she say. So I get no work for that day, and the man tell me I'm suspended for the rest of the week because I'm trying to get the news that's going on at the city council meeting. So when she shut the door and said I couldn't hear, whatever reason it was an issue with me. I didn't speak bad up on it. It was an issue. Eventually, people did start making noise in the hallway because more and more people started showing up, and it was mad because the doors were shut. And we even asked Attorney Valley, Parkin attorney. I asked him, I said, who attorney are you? He said, I'm Parkin's attorney. Well, I said, well, you need to go speak on the behalf of the city's citizens of Parkin and ask them to open the door so we can hear what's going on. Remember, I done took off. I done got suspended. I probably could have got fired if he really the issue. I abandoned work in the sense of the word. So it is what it is. He opened the door. Officer DeAndre Holmes closed the door, and wasn't nobody making noise because he was given an order, quote unquote, as the other police officer said, to keep the doors closed. But Mr. Valley, the city attorney, opened up the door, and police officer Holmes closed the door. Right? By this time, somebody called the sheriff office, and Buster come, and he come in and said, don't make no noise. Whoever out here making noise gonna go to jail. And if they don't open them doors, then somebody in there gonna go to jail. So now we done went from the city police to the sheriff. So when he said that, eventually the doors opened, and we could hear what was going on. At that time, the conversation was about whatever, but it eventually came to what I was coming up there for, to hear about the appointing of the interim mayor. Mr. Valley got up, spoke about it. He used terms like no harm, no foul. It wasn't did in a proper manner, but no harm, no foul is what the municipal league said. So Mrs. Futch will stay interim mayor. Now, you can sue if you want to. This is what he's telling the citizens of Parkin. And we already know about the lawsuits going on with different citizens and the citizen, city council and the mayor and different. So he like, you can sue if you want to. If nothing went wrong, you shouldn't have a right to sue. But anyway, this is what we have, right? Something about the process wasn't right. So now we get on here. I make my very first video running for mayor. I said, rest in peace to Willie Patterson. I know people still hate the man, even though he dead and gone and in the ground. People still got issues with him to a degree. Hate might be a strong word, but whatever. They still got emotional ties to that. And it goes to, or has been perpetuated onto his family. Now, some of that might be justified, right? But whatever. I'm not in between people personal squabs and beef with each other, right? My opinion was given based up on that research in that city council meeting and what happened. that the man died on a Saturday, and that Monday they put the interim mayor in office. City council did it, right? I don't have no problem with that. They voted them in, she's in, and that's it. No harm, no foul. But was the process proper? Is my only question to it. It's the only question I had through the whole thing, because I'm listening to Parkin attorney, Mr. Valid, and I would, hey, give me his number. I call him up. We could get on here and talk or whatever. I talk to him like a man, like I talk to any other person, right? So they said basically they were supposed to sit down, put that, as they do, put that in motion, someone second, and then they pass it or not. That they will have this election that we having right now, that it should have been on the city council list of things to do before they voted anyone. What if it was Diane, or what if it was Faye into office as interim mayor? Now, if that's not the process, I suggest y'all get the paperwork and show me that that ain't the process. I will be looking to see if that's the process. And whoever got the facts and whoever wrong, let the truth stand. Because if I become your enemy for telling you the truth, then we just enemies. And it ain't on me. You choose to have an enemy because you choose to deal with falsehood. And I choose to deal with truth. And if the truth make you mad or angry or hate or have animosity towards me, that's your personal problem. This is not personal with me. This is business. This is Parkin business. And city council and the mayor is Parkin business. That's why those meetings need to be open to the public. That's why the public need to be informed about what's going on in there by listening. The public also can watch live streams of it, so everything is transparent. What you're afraid of, your vote is on record. So it's a lot to talk about, deal with. I just need to get some stuff off my chest because I don't need hate or animosity in me. So I release my emotions and feelings by talking about the situation once again in a righteous, reasonable manner, using logic, right? So yes, I'm kind of heated about the situation that people talking about because, as I said when making that video, I know Parkin politics. I understand people got family. I understand people love their family. I understand people don't want the cover pulled off of them or whatever. It is what it is. When you make yourself a public figure, that's what it is. And you have to be transparent with the people. They got to be able to see. When you running for mayor, they want to know how much money you make, where you work, all of that. They want to know how much money somebody gave to your campaign, this and that. They in your business. You put your social down there. You put everything. You open yourself up to public scrutiny. If you're not ready for it, then you shouldn't be in office. Because you in service to the people. And being a minister or a servant to the people, if the people cry out and say they want something to this and that, it's your job to address it and deal with it in the best manner. So, people, I'm running for mayor of Parkin. I look to get the majority vote. And whatever people have to say or whatever, that's cool. Once again, as I told them at the meet and greet, if you got something you want to say to me, you can meet me on the Parkin streets and talk to me. No problem. You can meet me at a restaurant, the Atkins or wherever, and let me know, and we could go outside that establishment and talk. I'm not running from nobody because I don't have nothing personal against nobody, no hate, no animosity towards anybody. This is politics. It's Parkin business. It's nothing personal with me or anybody. As my cousin Terry Do used to say, I love you no less. If you ignorant, I'm going to let you stay ignorant. The Bible say that. You know what I'm saying? If you unrighteous, I'm going to let you stay unrighteous. I'm not trying to convert you over to nothing. I'm not trying to preach to you. I'm not trying to do nothing to you. All I'm trying to do is run for the office, receive the majority vote for the office, be placed in the office, and do that which the office require people, right? So now I'm going to leave that there. I'm gonna change my shirt though, because I want to just have another look on this next video. And we're gonna talk about the water department and the water issue around here. Right? Because that came up and I knew it was gonna come up. Why? Because people didn't talk to me about my water bill and my situation. Oh, Miss Fushy didn't bring that up. That would have been a better conversation to have about instead of just my yard. But don't worry about it. I'm gonna make another video. And we're gonna make this one shorter, more detailed, and we're gonna talk the politics of Parkin's water department. So if you're listening, let your friends and stuff know about this video and the next video and the other videos that you can find here on the Parkin Defender. Peace.